Well,
Sir Paul McCartney and Heather Mills will find out the details of their divorce settlement this morning. A High Court judge will tell the couple how much Miss Mills will receive from the former Beatles' fortune, which is estimated at around £825 million. The judge is expected to rule on whether details of the settlement can be made public. Our correspondent Sophie Hutchinson is outside the High Court for us. It's a long and tortuous road, but we're nearly at the end of it, are we?
yes, apparently so. Today, Sir Paul McCartney and Heather Mills will have their divorce settlement handed down to them. They don't actually necessarily have to appear here today, but the judge, Mr. Justice Bennett, will give his formal decision to both parties today. Now, it all takes place behind closed doors, so we don't know exactly what we will find out yet, if anything. But with me to discuss it is divorce lawyer Ayesha Vardag. Ayesha, what kind of settlement might Heather Mills expect?
Well, the rumours have been somewhere around 25 million plus possibly child maintenance on top, and the child maintenance is going to be substantial and bring it right up over the years of Beatrice being a child. Generally talking about 25 million, which might be at the lower end of the band, and that might reflect the fact that she's been doing this on her own. So while she's, I'm sure, been able to put her case in a very persuasive way, she won't have been able to grapple with some of the technicalities to do with finance, how much there is in terms of an asset base, which experts get involved with and a leading barrister can spin.
I mean, when you say she's been doing it on her own, she has represented herself here. She got rid of her lawyers, as it were, and it was her arguing in court, wasn't it? Quite a difficult thing to do, you think?
That's right, very difficult. And she obviously felt convinced that she could best tell her own story, and you know, she is a very persuasive, charismatic individual. But as I say, the law gets into rather sort of dull nitty-gritty about how much money is there, and these sort of technical things which a lay person can find quite difficult to counter.
What do you think we'll actually find out? Do you think, I mean, it's obviously possible that the couple will decide to tell us something today about the settlement, but if they don't, will it ever come out? Will we ever know what the settlement was?
Well, whether the couple can tell us anything will depend on what the judge decides about confidentiality. It's rumoured that there's going to be, as it were, two forms of judgment. One that's got a lot of private information in it and that's kept secret for the parties, and they won't be allowed to disclose that. And one that will be made public so that lawyers in the future can refer to it, and it assists our body of case law. But the fact is that you know, details leak out within this world, and so we'll probably know quite a lot about it.
And just how important in terms of divorce settlements is this case in terms of any kind of precedent or future divorce cases?
The fact is, this is really quite a simple case, because, and what it will do is reinforce the point, probably, that pre-acquired assets don't get carved up in a short marriage. Unless you've been there along the way building up those assets, you don't get to have a share of them, as it were. And what's given to you is something that reflects your reasonable needs. It's not a massively significant case in legal terms, but of course it's attracted a lot of attention because of the people involved and because of the money involved.
Absolutely. Well, thanks very much for talking to us. Obviously a great deal of interest here just in terms of Sir Paul McCartney and Heather Mills, and we are waiting to see whether they actually turn up here at the Royal Courts of Justice today. Now back to you.
Sophie, more from you later. Thank you very much.